Now, if you're a perfectly normal senior citizen collecting all that Social Security and you happen to buy an MT09, there's a good chance, a really good chance, and the government knows it, that you're going to become a hooligan. This bike will make you a hooligan. You can check it out with us in 4K. Now, I always think this is the best time of the year. No matter what bike you ride, or if you don't ride bikes at all, you just rake leaves and I don't know. It is a wonderful time of year. The pumpkins are out, the leaves are changing, the weather's perfect for wearing full leathers. And the coffee, when you come back from a ride, a warm cup of coffee tastes so good. Now for me, every bike I have in the collection, my humble collection, does something different for me. Some bring back some great memories. Some make me want to go to the drag races or whatever. Some people I want to go back in time. But this bike, the MT09, it makes me want to be a hooligan. And I know I've let other people ride the bike that are a little bit senior, and they come back with the same impression. That it really does make you a hooligan. Now, I like to ride a clean bike, and in this case, I was riding, came back in the rain, and the exhaust was all full of little rain dots. So I got out the buffing wheel, cleaned up the exhaust. I got a lot of time polishing that, so when I go out on the open road, I'd like it to be clean. And just me, I know not everybody's like that. Some people don't, for the life of the bike, they don't polish it. Anyway, I do. When I take the bike out of the garage, I'd like it to be as clean as possible. And, you know, just in case I get pulled over by a law enforcement person, says, hey, that's a nice bike, and then gives me a ticket. Anyway, I got to feed the fish. We, believe it or not, still have a few flowers and tomatoes growing. I don't know when that's going to end. The leaves are falling. It's rained the night before, and the leaves, they're wet leaves now. So a lot of parts of this ride, the leaves were not only falling, but they were out in the street. And I don't know when that's going to clean up, if ever. Or maybe we're in the part of the year where it's not going to clean up. But it's been a beautiful fall. The pumpkins are out, and I'm ready to become that senior citizen hooligan that law enforcement is always looking to corral and throw a net over. Now, it's uncanny how you get on the seat of this bike, start the engine, and I don't know what there is, riding position or whatever, you just want to become a hooligan. You look around and is there something illegal you can do or whatever? But anyway, I have enjoyed this bike. It's in its 5th year. 4 years have passed since Karen got it for my 75th birthday party. The trouble is, it's getting old at the same rate I am. It's now going into its 5th year. And part of it is the sound of the bike. It's very, very quiet going through town, low throttle openings. But boy, when you get on it and you go through the gears, this just comes to life like an Indy car. It just turns from a minivan into a rocket ship very quickly. And that exhaust, Yamaha did such a great job with that exhaust on getting the power delivery just right, the torque just right, and they're pretty good at doing that on most of the bikes. And of course, the cherry on the sundae on this bike is the traction control, the ABS, all the safety features, the ride-by-wire throttles. The fuel maps are just, on this bike, just perfect. Now, of course, we're doing a Michelin 6 tire test. We're in the middle of it. I had Michelin 5s on here before. I recorded the mileage accurately. These tires, well, they're coming up on the end. We may get another 500 or 1,000 out of them. But it's time to start thinking about putting some new tires on the bike soon. I usually like to do that as soon as the weather really goes downhill, which it does in the fall here. It usually does go, it goes downhill quickly, in fact. I got several of the bikes that are going to need tires. We'll make some videos on our latest tire changing technique, and I'll report as accurately as I can on how these tires compare against the tires that we had in the past. In this area of the country right now, the leaves are turning and they're falling, and they're on the side of the road. Some are in the middle of the road, but the scenery is so nice. Now, a month or two from now, and you don't know when, all these leaves are going to be somewhere. They're not all going to be on the trees. And then we come up on that part of the season where they start to salt the road. Now, in a perfect world, I would get to ride every day, but the reality is every once in a while, or one day a week, say, there's family stuff to do or something else, or it rains terribly or something. But when I get a day like today, I don't have to make much of a decision. It's get the bike ready and get out on the open road. And when I'm riding this bike, I often wonder if you ride, well, whatever style you like to ride, I'm sure any way you ride a motorcycle is going to help on your longevity and add a little bit to what good shape you're in. And I think riding motorcycles, for me anyway, it has helped me stay relatively in good shape here at 79 and still holding that throttle wide open. And this bike does so many things that I think it does them well. Number one, the biggest thing is it's comfortable to ride. Number two, it gets 50 miles to the gallon. Number three, that exhaust. That exhaust is magic. It sounds great, and it really sounds like an Indy car. The brakes are exceptional. Every part of the bike fits my riding style and fits me. And maybe if you're a different size or shape or age, it wouldn't. This is really a senior citizen machine. And you get some idea here how many leaves are on the ground, and they are treacherous at times. When the road is a little wet and the leaves are a little wet, it can be as exciting as you can ever imagine. Now, a good part of this ride, and you can look at the road right here, just as an example, how many of the leaves, they're already out in the road, and the road is wet to begin with. So when it's wet and there's leaves, you just got to be a little careful where the traction is, and especially on these back roads, it can be challenging at times. But I do try to ride in as many conditions as possible, just for working on my riding skills. And the biggest thing, getting exercise every day. A motorcycle like this is a great exercise tool. So there's no doubt in my mind, the MT09 has an uncanny ability to turn senior citizens. Imagine what it does to younger people. It turns you into a hooligan. It's that little devil in the back of your mind that says, ooh, look at that turn coming up. Oh, let's use the quick shifter. Let's go through the gears. And when you can sneak by people that are looking to give you a summons for doing something, that Valentine radar detector, I don't know people that don't have one. I feel sorry for them at times. But anyway, it allows me to get out on the open road almost every day in a comfortable seat on a bike that's stone reliable, has great power, and just every part of this helps keep me young. And I'm working on that every day religiously. I really think motorcycle riding is the key to long life. And in my case, I really want to have a lot more years. I'm 79, I said, and I want more. I want a lot more. But anyway, it's time to get back to the farm, see what Karen's got cooking, and do the work of the farm. So whether you're a hooligan or whatever, it doesn't matter. This is a great bike. I have enjoyed it immensely. It has been the best absolutely the best birthday present I've ever gotten. That's for sure. Thank you, Karen. And I hope you did enjoy sharing this ride with us, whether you're a senior citizen or you just got your first entry-level bike. Ride safe. Enjoy every day you possibly can ride. It'll extend your life, that's for sure. So if you are new to our channel and you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. We also cover riding in all different seasons that are as appropriate as we can. We like to do graphic and paint work from time to time. Usually it's in the winter. We hang out with our friends, try to get their bikes on the videos too. We love to do evil twins. Anybody that knows what an evil twin is will enjoy the channel. We do carbon fiber repairs, some of the things that you will not find anywhere else on the internet. General maintenance on motorcycles. And we try to get a video out almost every day. Sometimes they're about our model railroad or our experience with model airplanes or with antique bikes or with the first super bike, the GS 1100E. But in the end, of course, it's about having fun with whatever motorcycle you ride. And we do enjoy every type of bike. That's the problem. Life is too short. And I love every one of the bikes in my humble collection. And probably some of the bikes in your collection I'm jealous of. And of course, the one Karen got me for my birthday, my beloved MT09. And thanks for supporting the channel, and thanks so much for watching.